In many ways, Amadou Ly is just like the others on the East Harlem Tech robotics team.
Sit down.
But in one significant way, he is different.
I'm not the same with them because they can do certain things that I can't do.
18-year-old Ly, originally from Senegal, is living in the United States illegally. But it's possible no one would have known had it not been for the good fortune of his team.
How come we don't have another grill?
Which recently advanced to the international first robotics competition in Atlanta. A coup for a rookie team. Ly and his teammates called it a dream come true. Then reality set in. Ly would have to reveal his secret. He couldn't fly from New York to Atlanta because he didn't have proper identification. Chris Breton is East Harlem Tech's team coordinator.
We didn't really have time to focus on being sad about it. We had to look at him and we had to talk and we had to say, how can we make this work?
The solution, the team would fly. Ly would make the trek 18 hours by train. Time enough to worry about his future.
Every day I have to deal with it. Think about the immigration case, think about how I may go to court today and they may send me back.
As an illegal immigrant, Ly doesn't have much of a chance of staying in the U.S. unless the federal government makes an exception. For now, this modest apartment building in Harlem is home, a home he shares with a distant relative. He hasn't seen his family in years. Since going public with his story, Ly has received support from his teammates.
We're not just a robotics team, we're a family.
Others have offered to pay for his college, even to adopt him. His lawyer says none of that would change his immigration status, something his math teacher calls a shame.
This country has a history of immigrants, built this country, and hardworking people like Amadou and his family, they shouldn't be turned away.
So as he and his teammates compete to win the robotics championship, Ly has a bigger goal.
I'm here illegally, but at least I'm making a difference.
To make the U.S. his permanent home. Alina Cho, CNN, Atlanta.
But remember, this is a bit of a Cinderella story. They're a rookie team. Just competing in this event was a very big deal, and an even bigger deal for Ly. In fact, taking part in this was so important to him, as you know very well now, Miles, he was willing to go public with his story.
Well, and going public at great risk, obviously. I mean, he could be, in theory, rounded up and deported any moment, right?
At any moment, that's right. His next court appearance is in July. Essentially what happened was he was faced with the prospect of not being able to go to Atlanta. Remember, this is a kid who doesn't have family here. His teammates are his family, and he really wanted to take part in this. And so his lawyer ultimately, I'll be honest, called the New York Times. It made the front page, and here we are today.
So
and he does think it will help.
Well, the public route, it's risky, but that does put him in a position where a lot of people will say, this is somebody who should be a part of this country.
That's
a lot
right.
of important people, right?
That's right. Hillary Rodham Clinton, for one, Charles Rangel, New York Congressman, for another. One thing to keep in mind is that though his chances are slim, his one great hope is something called the DREAM Act. You've heard about this. Congress is considering it right now. And essentially what it is for people who have been in the United States for at least 5 years, of good character, who have been accepted to college, who have graduated from high school. It allows some of these people to pursue citizenship, essentially. And of course, his lawyer is hoping that Amadou will fall into that category.
Well, let's follow this one and keep us
we
posted,
certainly
okay,
will.
Alina?
We will.
Alina Cho, thank you very much. CNN has the Day Without Immigrants covered.